Okay, so recently I purchased the new iPhone 3G. It's amazing. I have to admit, this is probably the best phone I've ever laid my hands on. And so now, from those Sprint Instinct versus iPhone, videos that I was doing, I can actually talk from experience now. I've held this thing in my hands. I've touched it. I've used it. It's mine. Make phone calls all the time. Use the web browser. It's a really, really amazing device. Now, a lot of you are thinking, well, what about the Instinct? You don't have that one, so how can you make any judgment on it? Well, today I went down to a mall near my house, and they have a Sprint store in there. And inside the Sprint store, they have the new Instinct. So I thought to myself, well, since I've made videos on there, why not go out and test it for myself? And to be honest with you, it's still nowhere near what the iPhone 3G has. I mean, come on, guys, are you serious? In an app store, I can buy or get free apps, games, anything else that makes my life so much easier. This phone is the greatest phone in the world. Nothing can compete with this. That's another reason why the phone is not doing so well in Japan. A lot of people are thinking, well, if the iPhone is such a great phone, wouldn't it do amazing in Japan? Not always. I mean, if you think about it, Japanese culture is based upon phones. For a lot of kids, it's based upon phones. So having multiple phones, is like having multiple shoes. They collect phones like some kids here collect baseball cards or whatever. It's a hobby to them. They buy phones there because the phones are a lot cheaper there. They do different things, different colors, shapes, and sizes. It's kind of a status symbol to have all those phones. And then why have one phone that can do everything? Then that means you wouldn't need another phone. And that's the reason why the iPhone is not going to do so great in Japan. But like I said, the App Store. I've got a few apps that I'm going to talk about quickly here. AIM, because I use my AIM a lot. Facebook and MySpace, obviously those apps are great. Google has a specific app just for the iPhone, and you're probably thinking, well, don't they have Google Search and Safari? Yeah, but this one is a little bit more concentrated and works better, if you like to use Google a lot. WeatherBug is pretty good. The weather app looks amazing anyway on the iPhone. This is what it looks like. This is an amazing app. I mean, this just looks so beautiful compared to getting weather somewhere else. With a regular phone, you'd be getting weather from text message or something. You text a weather company and you get one of those text messaging, 81 degrees or something like that. Come on, it's bullshit. I want to see that. It looks amazing. The WeatherBug app is great. It basically tells you if it's going to rain, what clouds are like moving in your area. It's pretty awesome. Remote is one of the best apps I found on the iPhone. It's such a simple app. Basically, it allows you to control an iTunes library from your iPhone. So if you don't have your Apple remote on you, most people like to carry their phone around them when they're in their house. So I can start and play, videos from away from my computer, or music if I'm, doing something around the house and I don't want to go over to my computer and turn it on. Currency is a simple currency converter. Tap Revenge, pretty fun applications, kind of like DDR for the iPhone. Looped, I don't really have any friends that have the new iPhone 3G or the iPhone in general, but Looped would be really, really fun if I did have some friends. That way I can keep in touch with them all the time. I would, be able to say, hey, you're close to me, why don't we just hang out? We can go eat lunch or something like that. That'd be a lot of fun. Then we have Hippocrates. I haven't really got to test Hippocrates out yet. I'm going to do that soon though, but it can come in handy though if you want to look up some information on medicine while you're on the go. Light, just a simple light app. Basically it just turns your entire screen white and it shoots off a light. That's all it does. NetNewsWire. I am a NetNewsWire fan and I love it on the Mac because I don't sit and go through Gizmodo site and other sites like Mac Rumors and Tuwall and Apple Insider. Instead, I just have all that stuff shoot right to my Mac. Well, now I can have it on the go as well. So that makes, everything so much easier for me. Eventful. Basically, it's a great app if you want to see any events, artists, come into your area in certain venues. It's great to keep up with that just in case, you can know right away when tickets come on sale for that. Showtimes, it's a simple app for movies. You can get movie information right in your area. Scans where you're at and then tells you the closest theater to your house and the showtimes that are playing there. And if you don't know how to get to that theater, it's got this great little map application, map button on the side of it, that when you hit it, it automatically takes you to Google Maps and shows you how to get there. Great app. AOL Radio. If you don't have a large music library and you usually listen to the radio, AOL Radio is just that. It's a free app and it allows you to listen to all your favorite radio stations closest to your house. Whirl, basically Whirl does some of the stuff that Loop does and more. It also tells you local businesses from where you're standing. So I could be standing on the corner and I could be like, oh, okay, I know there's a McDonald's or I know there's a Walgreens close to my house. It's really awesome. And another thing I like to do is go through Safari, and then if I like a page, for instance Wikipedia, since I haven't found a Wikipedia app, I'll bookmark Wikipedia and it will go straight to my home screen, and all I have to do is hit the Wikipedia button and it takes me straight to the Safari browser and takes me straight to Wikipedia's page. It's awesome. All of these apps that I mentioned here are completely free. I didn't have to pay a dime for them. And on other phones like the BlackBerry Pearl that I had, I downloaded an IM client for it, and it was a pain in the ass to install, by the way. But the IM client, I didn't know this, but it used my text messages. So I'm sitting there texting and I don't even realize it. Whereas AIM, since I'm using the internet, it allows me to just basically text, not text, but chat with my friends like I normally would on AIM. All of these apps have great user interfaces and I really have to hand it to these guys. I'm going to be doing some more videos on more apps coming soon, so you should look out for that. But yeah, the iPhone 3G is a great phone, and the Instinct is not what it lives up to. If you don't believe me, you can go down to your Sprint store or go to somewhere that has the Instinct and just check it out for yourself. It's a piece of crap.